Two people killed in an elephant attack in Novala. Health Minister states private hospital fees will be regulated. Former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib denies benefiting from one MDP.
Into your leading story now, Minister of Health Dr. Rajitha Senaratne says a decision has been reached to regulate the price change at the private hospitals and medical services.
During a communique, the Ministry of Health says a majority of the issues in the health service have been resolved with the removal of value-added tax imposed on medical services. The minister further noted that the prices of expensive pharmaceutical drugs used to cure cancer will also be reduced from next month onwards. According to Dr. Senaratne, it has been decided to revise the prices charged at private hospitals upon reducing the prices of pharmaceutical drugs. The minister emphasized that the required steps will be taken to eradicate the medical drug mafia.
MP Buddhika Patharina assumed duties as Deputy Minister of Industry and Commerce this morning. The minister took oaths at the Ministry of Industry and Commerce. Several dignitaries, including the Mahasangha, ministers and MPs, were present for the occasion. With that, we move on to more local news. The patients receiving treatment at the Mathale Hospital are facing a difficulty since there are flies in the hospital.
A spokesperson at the Mathale General Hospital said ward number 3, 5 and 6 is mostly inconvenienced due to this issue. He stated that this situation has arisen due to the garbage disposal centre of the Mathale Municipal Council is about 50 metres away from the hospital. The garbage disposal has also caused a stench in the hospital premises. We contacted the Mathale District Hospital Director Dr. Andra Vikrama to inquire regarding the situation. He said that they had informed in writing about the flies of few wards in the hospital to the Mathale Municipal Council.
Registrar of Pesticide J.A. Sumit says rules and regulation will simplified so as to make it possible for the general public to purchase pesticides in order to speed up controlling the spread of mosquitoes.
According to Registrar Sumit, based on the current regulations, the general public is not allowed to purchase this chemical. With the simplification of regulations, companies that import pesticides will also be granted permission to import this product. The registrar further noted that a request has been made from the Ministry of Health to let the general public use this chemical to control the spread of dengue mosquitoes.
Addressing an event, Minister of Development Strategies and International Trade, Malik Samaravikrama, backed the government's stance on free trade agreements.
The minister was speaking at the inauguration and strategic networking reception of the Sri Lanka Investment and Business Conclave 2018, organized by the Ceylon Chamber of Commerce.
We are very conscious of the high debt burden and have introduced new measures to build up our strength. Having stabilized the economy over the last couple of years, the key priority of the country right now is attracting foreign direct investment. To address the issue of land availability for new investors and being mindful of water and waste concerns, we are preparing new industrial zones for foreign investors to locate. Sri Lanka hasn't had a new zone in over 15 years. And the new zones will be open for private investors to develop in partnership with the Board of Investment. In January, we signed a landmark free trade agreement with Singapore. We have done our first comprehensive agreement with a country like Singapore, regarded as being one of the most open and liberalized economies. The negotiations on the Comprehensive Economic and Technology Cooperation Agreement with India is progressing well, and we hope to conclude same by the end of this year. The discussions with China on a FTA are ongoing, and we intend commencing negotiations with Thailand next month. We are proud of the investment frameworks we have in our country, and I assure you that you will be treated fairly and with respect.
Also addressing the event was Minister of Finance and Mass Media, Mangala Samaravira.
Over the years, the lack of economic stability has been a major hindrance to doing business in Sri Lanka. With a growing debt stock, the government finds it difficult to balance public investment and debt servicing. Sri Lanka, in the process of implementing comprehensive unilateral trade liberalization, This includes the rationalization of para-tariffs, which add costs to business and consumers. In addition to unilateral trade reforms, the government is in the process of entering into strategic trade agreements with key regional economies. This network of FTAs will enable Sri Lanka to meaningful integration into regional value chains to drive future trade and economic growth. And I'm sure we will take the opportunity of basing yourself in Sri Lanka as it becomes the gateway to the great Indian subcontinent and also the hub of the Indian Ocean.
2 people were killed in a wild elephant attack in Lihidipiti area in Nabulla. Police said the incident occurred while the 2 victims, aged 29 and 30, were returning home from a relative's house. Meanwhile, a Buddhist monk was attacked by a wild elephant in Vevakati area on the Madhavachia-Horo-Pathana road early last morning. Our correspondent said the Thera, who is now receiving treatment at the hospital, was attacked by an elephant from the Olamdeva Reserve in Horo-Pathana. The Thera was thereafter transferred to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital for further treatment. In some weather-related news, now slight enhance in the prevailing showery condition in the southwestern part of the island is expected from today.
Showers or thunder showers will occur in western, Sabaragamuwa, central and northwestern provinces and in Galle and Mathura districts. Fairly heavy falls, above 50 millimeters, can be expected at some places, particularly in Sabaragamuwa and central provinces. Light showers will occur in Anuradhapura, Vavuniya and Hambantota districts. Fairly strong gusty winds are likely over northern, north central, northwestern and over provinces and in Mathule, Trincomalee and Hambantota districts.
Let's now take a look at more news in brief.
26 wasp hives under the Akbar Bridge in the Peradeniya University were removed yesterday. The bridge is constructed across the Mahaveli River, linking the administration building and the Faculty of Engineering. A multi-day fishing trawler which collided with a ship was brought to the Nilwala Fisheries Harbour yesterday. The Nadunputa multi-day fishing trawler, which set off from the Nilwala Fisheries Harbour on the 15th of this month and on the 19th had collided with a ship which was en route to Liberia. The Sri Lanka Navy brought both fishermen and the trawler to the fishing harbour safely. A motor accident occurred when a car travelling from Kadawatha towards Galle on the Southern Expressway veered off the road and fell into a canal in the Diyagama area. Our correspondent said 3 people were travelling in the car when the accident took place. Our correspondent said no one was injured in the accident.
Well, this is a wrap of lunchtime news for the day. Do join us again on our afternoon 55s as we bring you the very latest. More news follows on our website www.newsfirst.lk.